Hey, how are y'all doing? So, going on my ongoing raft into scary movies for the month of October. Not like I wouldn't be tackling them periodically anyway. Um, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be upping my production for the next month or so, next few weeks anyway. Uh, have a lot of goodies landing for you here in the spooky season. Um, tell you what, I would just, yeah, I'm in a good mood. They're like just vibe wise. There are things happening right now. There are things happening in my own life. It's we have a situation having to do with my day job where things are going to be straightening up in a way that I think will be very beneficial to me and kind of help me to kind of kick ass and deliver on the job. It'll also and do so efficiently and properly. And at the same time, it'll also open some time up for me to engage in a lot of my kind of creative endeavors like this. And I'm really looking forward to that. And you know, this October will be an acid test in how that's going to go. Okay, so wanted to talk to y'all. There's a movie that's kind of got a weird sort of controversial history from 1957, where depending on, I guess, whether you see the English cut or the American cut, it's either called Curse of the Demon or Night of the Demon. And this is kind of becoming a low key favorite of mine. And those are the ones I think need to be have the attention drawn to them. Especially, maybe a lot of more modern audiences aren't used to these or haven't seen much of them. So, as such, I am going to say, check out Curse of the Demon. Man, this thing, okay. To give you a little capsule thing on Jacques Tourneur. Okay, so he and Val Luton did some of the best kind of subtle kind of psychological horror movies. And in a lot of cases, a lot of the studios weren't liking it. There was a lot of interference. Um, it deals with a lot of ambiguity. Funny story, they actually were basically pretty much the people who created the jump scare in movies. So yeah, you can tout them for that or condemn them for that. I'm personally just going to tout them for that. I'm not a big jump scare. I really don't like them. But when they're done well and they're done right, tell you what, man, I'm kind of all about them. I'm kind of all about when stuff is occasionally done right that way. Uh, when Turner and or Luton use the jump scare in movies, um, it's always sparingly used, which is what it should be, and it's always effective. It's always kind of earned, and they've got some good ones. There are one or two in Curse of the Demon, uh, and but Turner and Luton were two guys who really just kind of wanted to deal with the ambiguity of horror, which I'm a huge fan of. And it's just like going through this whole story is like, okay, so is a demon really chasing these people, or isn't he? And if so, it's just kind of like, if not a demon, was their subconscious working on them? Is it just the obsession of this psycho bad guy. And what the story is about, it's okay. So Dana Andrews is kind of a well-known kind of leading man at the time. He he's kind of one of those people. He's like a professional debunker. He and like a group of people he works with and associates with are just kind of like that. They try to go around and look at supernatural claims and kind of, pick them apart and see if they're real. Of course, they're skeptics. They don't believe any of it's real. And so they've got their eye on this guy, this kind of psychic, seance guru kind of guy who's just very diabolical. He's played by Niall McGuinness. Does great stuff. But he basically supposedly sicks a demon on one of Dana Andrews' cohorts, one of his colleagues, and the guy turns up dead. He's all torn up, and so Dana Andrews' character basically goes to Niall McGuinness and says, hey, saw your show, interesting to see. I'm here to basically uncover you. I'm here to basically expose you for the fraud that you are. Now McGuinness says, yeah, okay, well, this demon is going to come after you and kill you in X number of days. And a lot of the drama and the kind of going through the supernatural parlors and undergrounds and a lot of the seances and whatnot that are happening around London. He's accompanied by Peggy Cummins, who's a very good actress, and especially if you've seen her in Gun Crazy, just wow. She's a lot more subdued here, but she's basically plays the daughter of the colleague who was killed, and she's trying to figure it out, but she's more susceptible to fear of the supernatural and whatnot. He is not. Dana Andrews is not. And there's this whole kind of cat and mouse game between him and this occultist. And the thing that I really love about this movie is the fact that you've got a really smart, skeptical protagonist. And does he have his beliefs tested? Yeah, he does. But at the same time, when it all winds down, it's a guy who's rooted in mysticism and superstition, and a smart guy, basically. And if you hadn't guessed, I'm team smart guy all the way. This is just the one other side note. Tourneur did not like what the studio did. There was studio interference, and they added this funny looking demon that appears in various parts of the movie, and he just wanted straight up ambiguity, like what he and Val Lewton did with cat people. Just he wanted to leave the question open: was it a demon or not? And the studio said, fuck that. That's not going to put butts in seats. We're putting a demon in this thing. And Tourneur didn't like the demon and whatnot. And that's all well and good. I understand where he's coming from. I actually like the demon. I like the way that thing looks. I think it's very endearing. Just horror kid there. But yeah, cannot recommend it enough. And Sam Raimi did this kind of pseudo remake a few years ago. What is it called? Three Nuns and a Virgin, or no, okay, Drag Me to Hell. Yeah, fuck that movie. Yeah, it's You know, lot of jump scares. You know, wall to wall jump scares and silly ass CGI that really does not look all that good. And you know, and at the core, you don't have like this smart guy versus this mystic, you know, which was my big turn. Yeah, so yeah, Curse of the Demon or Night of the Demon, depending on which cut you get. Either way, it's worth checking out. And you know, yeah, remember, yeah, not Drag Me to Hell, Curse or Night of the Demon. Check it out. It's fantastic stuff.